We are Walterless today. Damn, that's loud. Um, Happy Friday. Again, a lot of racing to go over. There's a lot of good stuff happening. There's already been a lot of practices and all kinds of things that have happened. Qualifying just got done for the Xfinity series. There's a lot. And I'm excited that smoke was being smoke again last weekend. Let's see what happens tomorrow in the SRX race. And F1's back. And there's a lot of stuff. Before we get into that stuff, shout out to Kayla Yakov, becoming the first female to win a MotoAmerica race at 15 years old. And also shout out to Jade Abadijian, first female to win a national midget event after winning at Jacksonville Speedway in the Xtreme Outlaw Midget Series. Congratulations to them. I always love history. Now, that's the kind of history you want to be making, like Juan Pablo Montoya taking out a jet dryer or anything like that. That's the history you want to make right there. So congratulations to them, those two ladies. And again, lots of stuff going on. American Flat Track. They are at Weedsport Speedway in Weedsport, New York. And that was all the information that they had up on the site. So I apologize, but at least I will give them their due shout out. Exciting news. Besides that, for me, one of the most is IndyCar, is back. The GP of Lexington at Mid-Ohio. Again, Mid-Ohio, it's just one of those places that, will always have a special place, in my heart, regardless. I just like the track. What can I say? Like, they put together a really good one, and the IndyCar guys going around there, something special. And again, it's a great weekend with all the tracks that they're at, which is really, really cool. But last year, 21 results. Justin Newgarden won, Marcus Ericsson second, Alex Palou third, Scott Dixon was fourth, Alexander Rossi was fifth, Graham Rahal sixth, Romain Grosjean was seventh, Pato O'Ward eighth, Santino Ferrucci ninth, and Takuma Sato 10th, with Scott McLaughlin 12th, Colton Herta 13th, and Jimmy Johnson finished 22nd. I'm trying to keep this one quicker as it's so late. I'm sure you guys don't want to listen to me all night. Again, I waited, and well, Walter couldn't happen. So here we are. But I think Colton Herta is going to do better, just because he can drive. So I think he's going to get up better than that, just like Scott McLaughlin. But I think Joseph Newgarden, he's just on a roll. And again, everyone, Palou will be up there. Rossi will be up, all that. But I'm really putting, Joseph Newgarden's he's on a roll. And again, Scott McLaughlin, Colton Herta, I think they're going to do better. I don't know what to feel about Jimmy. Hopefully he finishes better than 22nd. He doesn't regress, and start doing worse. But that's all. And Santino Ferrucci, I'd pick him just because, I liked him. And Clint Boyer likes him. So if you can't trust that, who can you trust? But, you got to go with Newgarden, just the way he's been rolling this year. I think it's going to be really, really, really special. And Rossi, I think, will do better than fifth. He's been right there. Would I like to see him get one? Yes. But has it worked out for him? No. Sooner or later, it's going to have to. But again, I really don't care as long as it's a good race and it's at Mid-Ohio. So it really should be a good race. I'm looking forward to it. And if you don't get to watch a lot of, IndyCar races, this one's going to be a good one. I always like the racing at Mid-Ohio, almost no matter what it is. There's some, sorry, they're just boring, but it should be a really good race. We shall see, which then moves us to the F1 British Grand Prix, home field for Lewis Hamilton, a bunch, some of the manufacturers there at Silverstone. And I finally get to actually watch one of these things, quite possibly live, depending on how it all works out, which is really, really super. I'm stoked about that. And it's a crazy looking track. And there, I'll move the microphone for those of you watching. Super technical, crazy look. I love every bit of it. Last year, Lewis Hamilton won, Charles Leclerc second, Valtteri Bottas was third, Lando Norris was fourth, Daniel Ricciardo fifth, Carlos Sainz sixth, Fernando Alonso seventh, Lance Stroll eighth, Russell Ocon ninth, and Yuki Tsunoda rounded out the top 10. And then Sergio Perez was 16th, Mick Schumacher 18th, Sebastian Vettel 19th, and Max Verstappen 20th after a freak accident that he had. And right now, so far, for everyone that didn't watch, I know you can't see that there, but free practice one, only the top 10 even took a lap. That, a whole lap. The people that went out, but they didn't finish. Weather again was all there, but Valtteri Bottas for the Alfa Romeo was first, Lewis Hamilton second, Carlos Sainz third, teammate Charles Leclerc fourth, Mick Schumacher fifth, Zhou Guan Yu was sixth, Kevin Magnussen seventh, Lance Stroll eighth, Yuki Tsunoda ninth, Sebastian Vettel rounding out in the top 10. Then again, George Russell, Sergio Perez, Esteban Ocon. I think I just called him Russell, so my bad. Fernando Alonso, Alexander Albon, Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, Lando Norris, Nicholas Latifi, and Max didn't even put down a time. Again, the weather sucked. We've seen a lot of that lately, but then we get to second practice, and it was dry, and we got to see a lot more because of that. And Carlos Sainz was first, Lewis Hamilton up there in second, and Lando Norris in third. So Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren before we get to Max in fourth. So 4 different teams in the top 4. I find that to be cool stuff. I like it. But Charles Leclerc fifth, Fernando Alonso was sixth, Sergio Perez seventh, George Russell back in eighth, Ricciardo ninth, and Lance Stroll rounding out the top 10. Sebastian Vettel was 12th. Kevin Magnussen was 17th. Mick Schumacher was 19th. Not a good day for the Haas guys. They got to figure something out. But how about Lewis Hamilton up there in second? We'll have to see. Qualifying's tomorrow, so we'll really see how it all works out when everyone qualifies. But I'm just excited to see him up there in second. And again, 4 different teams in the top 4: Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, and Red Bull. That's a good thing. Ferrari seem like they're better as of right now. Don't quote me on that for the whole thing because it could change. But they look better than the Red Bulls. And just this one time, maybe even look at Lewis up there. Maybe, just maybe, it could work out. And something could happen and he gets the win. I just, until they beat Max, I won't believe it with the bad luck that Ferrari's had. It's hard to, but it could take just a little slip by those guys. And Lewis could get right back in there, and I'd be okay with that. But we'll see, tomorrow with practice. But again, I want to say Ferrari just from the way practice looked, but look how the Red Bulls have done. So, you're actually going to have to beat them for me to believe that their run is ever going to slow down. And it could happen. We'll see a lot more tomorrow during qualifying. I will post the results on the many, social platforms, whether it's Facebook, Twitter. I'll, share it out to all of them so everyone can see it. But super excited about it. The track is absolutely, nuts. Again, an old airstrip. So lots of wind, lots of just everything. And I'm super stoked to finally actually get to hopefully see it live. That's the one I really, really hope I get to see it live. We'll see, depending on how it all works out, but it should be a good race. And when we get to qualifying results, I will make sure to post them on as many social platforms as I can. I think I know how it's going to go, but time will tell. We shall see. And congratulations to the Williams cars for getting the F2, F3, and W Series poles over there at Silverstone, to include O'Sullivan getting the pole in F3. I saw that. That was actually, I was like, ooh, because normally we don't get to see all of them. And it was actually there. So I did really appreciate them getting to do that, because, I like all that stuff. Call me crazy, because I watch a lot of racing, but I like seeing it all and all the different series and the guys trying to make their name, or guys he went, oh, that's where he went. That kind of thing, I like it. And get to see Williams getting, poles and, 2, 3 in the W Series, sweeping them all. I don't think they, obviously you can look at all of that and see that, 14th and 20th for their guys in F1, but they got the other ones. And, that's something there. At least they're, they're really solid. it's just so hard to get competitive in there, especially with, where Red Bull and all of them are. It's just impressive where they are. But again, super full weekend. I think I'm actually going to get to see them all, which is actually really, really exciting. We shall see. I could be wrong, but lots of good racing. And again, finally get to see one at Silverstone live, which I've never done. That's super exciting for me. I don't care what you say. That's cool. Then gets us to the Xfinity Series, Henry 180 at MotoAmerica. Qualifying just happened. Kyle Larson got the pole. It's the first time down there in a while. So all kinds of different stuff. Yeah. The shifting's different. The dashes are different. Like there's so much, but went out there and got the pole. So good for him. And again, his road course, I think, is violently improved from, compared to before. Cause I never really even thought of him as a road, guy before everything happened in 2020 and he left and before he came back. This, I don't know, but last year, last year, top 10, Kyle Busch won. Daniel Hemrick was second, Michael Annett third, AJ Allmendinger fourth, Harrison Burton fifth, Kevin Harvick sixth, Riley Herbst seventh, Austin Cindric eighth, Noah Gragson ninth, and Justin Haley 10th. We got to see Brandon Brown 11th, Myatt Snider's 23rd, which I expect to see way better. Jeremy Clements 28th in the same boat. Expect way better. And he won a few years ago in the rain there. I mean, they were spinning all kinds of stuff there on the last lap, but he held on and got it, which was really, really cool to see. I think he'll do better. Ty Gibbs finished 33rd last year. We know he's going to do better. And Sam Mayer, 35th. Again, he's going to do better. And I'm expecting Sheldon Creed, as long as stupid doesn't happen, to have a good run because he's actually good at this road racing game. And just like Austin Hill, no matter how much he says he doesn't like it, he's always right up there. So he can say what he wants. He's lying, but he can say it. Can't take that away from Cam. Can't tell the man that he's, you shouldn't say that. Well, you can, but it's not allegedly not his thing and whatever. And we got Cup guys in the field again. Ty Dillon's driving the 6, Custer's in the 07, Larson got the pole in the 17, John Hunter Nemechek, and the Cup guy, but he's driving the 26. Reddick's coming down, driving the 48 again. Miguel Paludo gets the start in the 88 again. And, again, AJ, he has to start in the back because of problems, so he didn't get to qualify. So we get to see him come through the field again, which he already did in the rain after spinning, wrecking all kinds of stuff, and still won that race in Portland. So it should be good, but I think Myatt Snider's going to be up there. Hemrick will be up there good again. AJ, obviously. Larson will be up there. Reddick, Custer, he's good on these things. Yeah, don't count him out. The junior motorsports guys should, round out good. Riley Herbst, he's on a roll. Like he's really, really doing way better than he. He's having a career year so far. So they figured it out again. I thought Stuart Haas was down really since the last 4 races of 2020. They all seem to be turning it around now. So I don't know organizationally what happened, but it really does seem to be the case. But there's a lot of names I'm looking out for. I mean, but again, road course. AJ's in the race. Hemrick's good. Herbst has been running good. Gregson's good and aggressive. Mayer's normally better. Ty Gibbs has gotten better. Jeremy Clements is good. Myatt Snider's great on them. Brandon Brown got an 11th last year. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to watch out for. Kyle Larson's on the pole. Like anything can happen, and I love that track. So I don't care who wins, as long as the racing is good. Well, there could be 1 or 2 that I probably don't want to see win, but it'll be really good racing. And again, I just mentioned all those names I don't know. I mean, I just have a hard time putting money against AJ. What he did in Portland doesn't even make any sense. So, there is that. We'll just see what the Cup guys have to do with it this time, because that's the big one, which gets us to the Cup Series. Quick Trip 250, presented by Jockey, made in America. That was a mouthful. 2021, last year, Chase Elliott won. Chris Rubello was second. Good run for him. Kyle Busch third, followed by his older brother Kurt in fourth. Denny Hamlin fifth. Chase Briscoe sixth. Ross Chastain seventh. I don't know why I have Briscoe wrote down twice, but sure. Truex ninth. Matty D rounded out the top 10, which means Harrison Burton has a lot to prove. Brad's 13th. Now Cindric's in that car, and that kid can road race. So remember, everyone for years was saying, when's he ever going to learn how to win on an oval? And well, he hasn't stopped, but he's going to do, I think, he should do better than 13th, just like Briscoe. Logano 15th, Larson 16th, Buescher 18th. I think he'll do better. Bubba 24th. I think he should do better again because the way he was running on the road courses, yeah, before dumb has happened, I think he'll do better. So I give him credit. Kevin was 27th, A. John 29th, Michael McDowell 30th. I think he'll definitely obviously do better. Newman was 32nd, so not a lot for Brad to shoot for. Cindric was 38th, which I think, again, way better. I think he'll do. And Priest rounded out in 40th. And again, Kyle's good. Both Kyles are good. Kurt's good. Chase is good. Briscoe and Cindric, really a Chastain in better equipment. So watch out for him. Matty D got the top 10. So Harrison Burton, good luck. But hopefully Buscher's up there again. McDowell gets another good run because he runs way better than that, 30th that he got. Hamlin will obviously be up there, but I think the young guys that did the Xfinity series there and had more miles on, I think that's a great advantage. So I'm watching out for the Cindrics of the world. But again, Kyle Larson, good. Chase Elliott, good. Kyle Busch, good. Chastain, good. And there's lots. Cindric's good. Briscoe's good. Like, it comes down to strategy at these. A lot now the stage is made more difficult, but they could pit early. They could play the game and see who plays it the best and how cautions fall, because that's what's going to be the name of the game. But yeah, watch out for all those guys I mentioned. This is one of those. Yeah, as long as the race is good, I love Road America, so I'm super stoked just to even get to see it. Again, I've made it very much known how much I love Mid Ohio and Road America and Sonoma, Watkins Glen. I think they put on really good road racing. And just because the level of competition, remember how many road course ringers back in the day they used to bring in? Now notice, really not all that many of them, if any. There's so many people have stepped up their game and can do it now, especially with the playoff thing. You get a win, you stay in the top 30 in your room. I mean, that opens the door for a lot of people that are having bad years to take a chance. And you just have to be able to do it now. There's no other way around it. And I think that's going to lead to really good racing this weekend. Again, who isn't excited that we get Silverstone, Mid Ohio, and Road America in the same weekend? That's a good weekend. And closing it out for the weekend, it's going to be tomorrow night. Obviously, it doesn't close it out, but you know what I mean. SRX racing at Stafford, Motor Speedway. 2021 results. Doug Coby was first. Biffle second. Tony Stewart third. Elio Castro Neves fourth. Bobby Labonte fifth. Ernie Francis Jr. sixth. Tony Kanaan seventh. Willie T. Ribbs eighth. That's a real name. I didn't think so. Paul Tracy ninth. Marco Andretti 10th. Michael Waltrip 11th. And Bill Elliott running at the top 12. Newman's a points leader right now. So shout out to Newman. Keep it up. You keep telling everyone every week. I said it last year. He deserves a cup right over a lot of these people. Now we'll see if it actually happens. Let's see what happens between Tony and Ernie Francis Jr. That got heated last weekend. Old smoke back. I'd love to know what they're talking about. But starting lineup, we got Paul Tracy, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Bobby Labonte, Ryan Newman, Marco Andretti, Michael Waltrip, Greg Biffle, Tony Stewart, Bill Elliott, Helio Castro Neves, Haley Deegan, and Hirschman. So then there's the local guy. So a lot of the guys that finished, there's a few that aren't even in it this year. So we'll see how everything works out. Again, just Newman's been consistent and you can't get around him. And that's all you really need to know. Bobby's been up there. Biffle did good. It was a good weekend to be a NASCAR driver altogether last time out. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I just know I'm excited about it. And they were bumping and banging on those cars a lot harder last weekend. So that was, tempers were up, and we'll see if that continues after, Tony told everyone he's going to say he's going to talk to everyone about beating the hell out of the cars and how they were driving against each other. After, you saw how happy he was with Ernie Francis Jr. We'll see how it all works out, but I'm excited for it. Again, 8:00 Saturday, CBS. Make sure you watch it. They really do put on good racing, and they beat the bejesus out of each other. And that's where I'm going to leave it, for this late night. Do it nice and quick. Got as fast as I could, talking about everything while being as elaborate as I could in the shortest amount of time possible. Also, I still don't have the AMSOIL results from Crandon last weekend, because if you go on the website, it says they're still not available. So as soon as I get those, well, as soon as they make them available, I will make sure to get them out to you somehow. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, YouTube, Rumble. Even if you watch it, you can go on there, hit subscribe. Even if you're watching it, it's going to pop up one of those corners. If you're on YouTube, the subscribe right there. More subscribers helps. Like the video, rate the show, comment, helps push it up further. The more of that stuff I get when people just type in racing, which would help immensely. I'm also on, put it on a bunch of other stuff. I got a Reddit page. I'm on locals like Twitter at the Racing Rosinski. I try to be live during as many races as I can, because I get, I love the interactions with people. But Facebook page, all the listening platforms, Good Pods. Thank you again to Ashley Lana for the rating and the comment, telling people about it. And Austin, I appreciate you both, and everyone should get on Good Pods. So many good shows to check out. The really good community, and they like exploded the other day with people joining. So keep up to that. I'm going to leave it at that for the weekend. I'll be back on Monday. So enjoy the racing. Be good to each other. Have fun. Remember to always love America, especially on this 4th of July weekend. And until Monday, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Make sure you have all your fingers and toes after the 4th of July is over. And peace.